So, vintage cameras, eh? And vintage bikes?
Vintage bikes and vintage cameras.
And a vintage subject?
That was
Hey, I was
interesting
just
to
shooting
shoot.
that day. Shut up.
Yeah.
What?
It was just me shooting.
So yesterday we did a recording of a 5-minute portrait. This one was a challenge that a reader sent in, literally sent in a camera. They sent the Nikon D1X to my door.
Old school.
For us to do a photo shoot. We came up with the idea to go shoot vintage motorcycles because there's a place called Liberty Vintage.
Perfect.
Correct?
Yep.
Liberty Vintage
or
Motorcycle.
Vintage Liberty, one of the two, yeah.
I think it's
Vintage Liberty.
Vintage Liberty.
Yeah.
No, Liberty Vintage. I think it's Liberty Vintage.
Okay.
I think Vintage is underneath the
We'll
sign.
find out.
Dan?
Google it.
No, I think it's Liberty Vintage.
Yeah.
So we did a shoot there. Adam over there is pretty awesome. He's a great subject to photograph.
Cool guy.
We're gonna have
He's
to
a
tell you.
character.
We're gonna have to tell you to have earmuffs when you listen to this episode because we're keeping the cursing and discussion in there.
Parental advisory.
Best joke of the day when he said he knew he was getting old when the girls at the bar didn't get his Hogan's Heroes jokes. I was like, this dude is going to be amazing.
None of us got it either.
I
except
didn't get
you.
it.
I know, I laughed. He
Todd
said
was the only
something to
one.
me about it.
Yeah, no, that was funny. So that 5-minute portrait's going to be cool. So what you're going to see is what?
I was going to say, that wasn't just a challenge for you either. It was a challenge for us to shoot in general. I mean, that was really tough because he had revving motorcycles the entire time. It was really loud. People
Dark.
coming in and out of the shop. It was all over the place.
Well, what
It'll be fun.
I'll also say is that it wasn't just using a D1X and all modern glass. It was using authentic era glass, meaning
OG
2001 and prior. So most of them were made in glass from 99 or prior.
What you would have shot with at the time with that camera.
And that's what I loaded my bag up with thanks to Alan's camera. They had 5 lenses that I went and borrowed.
Perfect.
Rented, but they didn't really have... I didn't pull most of them out of the bag. It was a cool shoot. It was definitely a challenge. The camera only goes up to 800 ISO.
And it was low light. That whole shop.
So you're going to see that 5-minute portrait come out at some point. You're also going to see an 1.5-hour editing video of me editing all the photos and discussing that. And you're also going to see... I don't know what else you're going to see. I have to make a book and
eventually.
photos. Yeah, definitely. His reveal is going to be funny.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I can't wait.
Yeah.
All right, let me get into the show.
Let's do it.
Jared Polin, FronosPhoto.com. Welcome to RAWtalk episode number 193. We come up with titles later, and that's normally what
This
it
week,
is.
yes.
But what I was going to say is, rolling into just talking about all of the content that we've been creating. The last 5-minute portrait, the 80D that we put out there, has done very well. We put out the 5-minute portrait, the editing video. I've put out the today,
The
when
reveal.
we're recording this, we put out the reveal. Tomorrow, I'm going to be putting out the book one
Making
to make
of.
the making of the photo book,
Yep.
which I think, I'm like, if I'm going to make this stuff, I might as well give you guys an inside look on what's in my brain when I'm doing it. So what I want to ask you guys is, if you watch our videos, even these videos, to give it a like, to give it a share, to give it a comment, just say something, and definitely give it a like on YouTube because that helps us out. If you find the content that we're creating valuable for yourself, please like, share, and comment it. You maybe don't share if you don't feel it's good for somebody else, but if you like it and you think that it could help somebody and you're on Facebook, that is a great place to do the share game. Please share it with somebody, or share it with somebody and tag them in it so that they see it. That helps us. We don't ask for much. We sell a video guide. We have 4 video guides that we've sold in the last... since starting 6 years ago.
6 years, yep.
Those are basically the only pieces of content we ask to sell to help generate a good amount of income to allow us to do what we do. So through your sharing, through your helping, liking and commenting and doing all that stuff, that helps us get the word out there so we can continue to put out free content, 4 or 5 hours worth in one basically situation.
We put a lot of effort into these shoots.
We do.
I mean, you literally see from the beginning of the shoot to the way end, delivering the prints to the client, everything. The only thing you really don't see is the actual meeting setting up the shoot. That's really the only thing you don't see.
Speaking of buying stuff, we've got plugs. And we're going to plug something that Todd's very happy with. The Fronos Photo Guide to DSLR Video is on sale right now until August. It's on sale until...
What? Sorry, Morgan.
It's on sale until Saturday, August 13th at midnight. If you go to Fronos Photo... Dan, get ready to pop this up on the screen. FronosPhoto.com. I know, I put the snap in. I'm like, editing sucks. Now he's got to find the editing spot. That's why we have an editing guide as well. FronosPhoto.com/shoot video. all one word lowercase, is going to take you over to the special sales page that we have to purchase the digital download of the Fronos Photo Guide to DSLR Video at a 24% off discount.
So weird.
24% off the already discounted price. So you're going to save over $23 right now when you pick it up using the code SHOOTVIDEO, all one word lowercase, at checkout. Put that in the coupon code box. Hit OK on the coupon code box, and it will accept it. You'll see that it takes off $23 and change. And you'll get that.
And food out of Morgan's mouth.
You'll also get a special offer to help put food back in Morgan's mouth, because after you purchase that, you can get a discount on
Thank you. Let me do my job. Shut up!
You can get a discount also on the editing guide if you purchase them both at the one after the other. So please go ahead and do that. That helps make us go round and round and
That's
round.
a 1-2 punch right there.
Yep.
I'm telling you. I just shot green piece. I'm going to cut green piece now, and I basically tell you, I'm telling you, in those two guides, if you can't go and shoot and then edit video on your own, then I did something wrong.
So when are you going to start
it's
actually
a
cutting
1-2
green
punch.
piece? Let me ask you.
Well, I started researching it. Some of the things I wanted to look at, because I haven't cut in CC in a while.
Do you even have Premiere Pro CC?
No.
Okay.
So I'm going to probably pick that up.
Gotcha.
There's a sale going on if you don't have it right now as of today. I think it ends today for 40% off.
Son of
I think it's what,
If you haven't-
$19.99 a month
No,
for
it's
the
$29.99
with the
a
Premiere?
month.
49?
With
Okay.
Premiere? Oh.
For all of it. For the suite.
Oh, I'm just talking about the production package.
Yeah.
Just
Well, I
Premiere.
got an
Oh,
email
yeah.
today.
Yeah. Oh, well, I'll have to look
that's
at
a
that.
good deal, though.
Yeah,
That's
is a
really
good deal.
good.
I'm gonna-
For new customers.
Well,
I think I'd be
guess-
new. Well, maybe not.
You're
I
new
have
to the
I
Creative
have 6.
Cloud.
Yeah. Anyway, what I was looking into was how to sync the sound and all that. And they have that merge function that I was like, oh my god, that's brilliant. So you don't really need Pluralize or anything.
Third-party
else in
app,
there.
yeah.
I was also curious about just how the workflow was with Red now, and it's super easy.
One has the new ingest proxies, which is great.
Yeah, and I was like, oh,
So
well,
you got a
that's
shot, what,
really
5K?
easy, because last time I had to have a Red Rocket to do all the transcoding to actually cut it.
That's funny.
properly.
I just got one of those in the mail.
A Red Rocket? Oh. Are you sitting on it?
No.
No.
I got it
No.
from Dan.
Anyways, so that'll be. I'm literally backing everything up right now. So
Cool, man.
I make dual backups, and I'll
You gotta
start
keep
cutting
us,
that
updated
next
on the
week.
show.
Yeah.
And hope your cold gets better because you sound like crap.
Yeah, you've
Yeah.
been sick for like a week.
No, it's terrible. I
He caught the plague.
I have the Black Plague.
So speaking of black plagues, let's get back into the plugs. FronosPhoto.com/shootvideo. Use the code SHOOTVIDEO at checkout to get 24% off
Help me buy healthcare.
the already discounted price. Whatever. Shut up, Todd. One other plug, that's if you guys are looking to do photo books, Adorama Pics has a code that I asked them for to go to bring out with the Norman Porter release of me showing you how I made the books. So the code at Adorama Pics is FROBOOKNP, all one word. You can do it uppercase if you want. And guess how many % off you're going to get a photo book? The
69.
21% off the photo. 21% off a photo book. That's a lot of money when you're dropping $200 for a photo book or $150 for a photo book.
Oh,
Getting
yeah.
21% off. That's going to pay more, not just shipping, and then some.
Let me ask you, did you make up the 21%?
I did. I told her anything but 20 or 25.
Odd numbers. All
It's got to be something different.
Weird.
21% off. So those are the plugs. And I think it's time for photo news. Did I forget anything else, Steven?
Coldplay.
Oh, Coldplay.
I am shooting Coldplay, yeah.
In front of 50,000 people.
I am shooting them at the Lincoln Financial Center.
Field.
Excuse me. This is the first time I think they're playing an actual stadium
Here.
in Philly.
Yeah.
They usually play the Wells Fargo Center where the DNC was just at. But I just got their contract to sign, their photo release form.
Yeah.
And I was just shocked that I can shoot the first 3 songs and I can shoot it in the pit.
Which
there's
is
no
huge.
soundboard, there's nothing. And basically they're saying I retain the copyright, I retain everything as long as I just post the pictures
Where
on
they're supposed
to the
to go.
publication.
Hold on.
That I'm,
Before we get into his photo story all the way, we do have one more plug. Dave?
This out of focus moment is brought to you by Stephen Eckert.
That's it?
Right there, Todd.
Go ahead.
Right there for you. That's a middle finger for those listening to the podcast, by the way. Just going to leave that there.
That's all.
But anyway, I do actually have their contract in front of me, and I just want to read an excerpt from that talking about what I'm actually signing away.
The reason we're having him do this is because there's been a lot of complaining, not so much lately, about contracts that bands are putting out being overreaching. And we thought
owning
that
copyright, all that kind of
this
stuff.
was good to read.
And this, again, I'm shocked that they let me retain the copyright. They let me just post the pictures. It's just a simple photo waiver where normally you wouldn't see that for a stadium or arena band. So this one says, the permission hereby granted to you to photograph the artist is strictly on the basis that the approved material shall only be exploited as aforesaid. No right to sell, exploit, license, basically sell any of this stuff, commercial, all that
It means
stuff.
that if you got hired and you're shooting for the radio station, that the photos are for the radio station to post.
Yep, this letter serves to confirm that you, the photographer, may photograph the first 3 songs, no flash from the pit, extremely standard. Coldplay on the condition that any approved material arising from the photographic session to be held on this date at this venue is used for editorial use in the following publication, which in my case will be radio1045.com. And it's basically saying, yeah, I can use that once on the website. And then it just goes on to say that if I get hurt there or anything like that, it's under me and it's not on them. But that's basically it for the contract, which, again, I'm shocked about because this is a huge, huge band.
But it makes sense that they don't give a shit
Yeah,
about
this is
saying,
how it
we
should
want
be.
rights. Why don't they need the rights to your photos?
Yep.
Because all the photos are going to look the same every night, whatever stadium you go to, unless, if I were you, I would possibly break out the fisheye lens or as wide as you could go from the side so you can get people when their lights
Well, and what they did last time, they were around about 2 or 3 years ago for their tour. Again, they played the Wells Fargo Center, the stadium, and basically they had wristbands that synced up with the music. So the entire crowd was glowing and it looked like a big Christmas tree. It was super cool, again, syncing to the music. So I had wide angle lenses shooting the whole crowd, and they let me shoot 4 songs.
Boom.
It was weird. I couldn't shoot the first song, but I can shoot 2, 3, 4, and 5.
Wow.
Yeah. This time only 3, but it is what it is.
That's like a rush of blood to my head.
Yeah. Great album.
Photo news. Oh, photo news music.
Yes.
Brought to you by rock and roll. Rock and roll style music. How's that? Brought to you by audioblocks.com/go/fro. Does that sound good, or should we do some make money music? What would you like, Todd?
Coldplay music, I guess.
Let's do as authentically ripped off Coldplay music that we can find.
Good luck,
on
Deb.
audioblocks.com/go/fro in 3, 2, 1, go.
What do you have, a lasso? What
No, that's the when he's swinging the light
Indiana
on stage.
Jones, yeah.
Oh.
When Indiana Jones comes on stage.
No, when he's swinging
Right.
the light on the stage in that show.
Dun, 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 dun. Oh,
Dun, dun, dun.
Photo news.
all right.
Instagram, they revealed stories. Their version of Snapchat, pretty much the same exact thing.
Instasnap.
Direct ripoff. Instasnap is what you're calling it, yeah. Now, the new slideshow will let users display photos and video clips that will disappear
You don't
after
even need to
24
explain
hours.
it, Steven. If you
Literally,
know what Snapchat is,
it's Snapchat.
it's basically a direct copy
Yep.
missing only a couple of things right now.
The dog. So that's why it
Mainly,
sucks.
it's missing the dog and all the face filters, but Facebook owns Instagram, which owns Masquerade, their face filter app, which I'm sure one day will get built into the Instasnaps.
Yeah,
So they need
we'll
to
see.
hurry.
Yeah. Instagram says that Instagram has always been a place to share the moments you want to remember. Now you can share your highlights and everything in between, too. Now, to view analytics of your story, which I think is pretty cool, you simply view it and swipe up, and it will display the total view count along with usernames. And you also have the option of hiding your story from certain people.
Yes,
Or you
like
can
Todd.
display it to just a certain group. Like I can just send it to you guys. Now, once uploaded, you will see your story along with others at the top of your Instagram feed. So now Instagram will serve as both the Insta Snaps and a place where you can just live, have your photos live
Yeah.
on and video clips as well. I will say when I use this, I got way more views than Snapchat. I also don't usually give out my Snapchat name, but I probably got triple of what I normally get.
Yeah, I doubled what I normally get
Yeah.
on Snapchat, on Instasnap. It begs the question, and this is only, when we're recording this is only the second day that it's been out.
At the time of this recording, yep.
I had over 10,000 views on one of the snaps, which is...
So what would you get normally on like a video clip if you were to just post it to your Instagram profile?
I mean, that varies from 2,000 to 6,000 for whatever
So
reason.
10,000 is huge.
Well, that's 10,000 people that consumed, I think, that entire thing.
Cool.
This is the dilemma. It's like, I'm stuttering like Dan. The dilemma is I have a larger following on Instagram than I do
Than
on Snapchat. But there's no way to actually know what your actual Snapchat following is until you see how many views each snap gets.
Because there's no real profiles built in, and it's not searchable.
It's not searchable. It's not discoverable. People cannot find you unless they actively search you out.
Right, yeah, have
Whereas,
your direct QR code and all that.
I have 70-some thousand on Instagram. I already have a following. It was the same reason why I didn't use... What? Why are you shaking your head?
I think Todd's Insta-snapping right now.
I already have the huge following there. It's like, why didn't I use Periscope?
Yeah.
Or why did I stop using Meerkat when Facebook let you
Why
do...
did you stop using MySpace?
When Facebook lets you do
still use it.
live. Because I already had a following there.
Yeah.
It's not something that I have to go out and build another following. Yeah, Snapchat's cool, but... if people are going to consume it on Instagram, InstaSnap, then I'm going to do it there and probably not pay attention to Snapchat. The things that need to get better are the communications back and forth, that type of thing, but it's not terrible right now.
Yeah.
And for the second day of it being out, it's pretty damn good. The founder of Instagram flat out said they copied Snapchat and said when something works,
Literally
something
direct
works.
copy.
Just
Yep.
do it.
Now, what's weird, though, is me and you, beginning of the day today, the InstaSnap section just went away.
disappeared.
The stories section was not on our Instagram apps or anything. And then a couple hours later, yours reappeared. Mine still, though, isn't there. We initially thought, we're like, are they getting sued by Snapchat?
It's like, please no.
yeah. But I don't know if they were doing some maintenance or something. I don't know what happened.
So what
It's
do you
back
guys
now.
what do you guys think? If you are a Snapchat user or an Instagram user, are you going to switch back to using just Instagram? Are you going to stick with Snapchat? Or did you never jump to Snapchat, but now that your Instagram does basically Snapchat, are you going to start using it? Do you like consuming people's content? Do you think it's worthy? What I think they'll get to is a double tab thing. You'll have your stories
Makes
tab
sense.
and then your feed.
Yeah.
So that if people don't want to see stories, they don't have to see it. I don't think they should split it into two apps. I think splitting it into two apps is stupid
yeah.
because they already have Snapchat.
Yep.
And I don't want a separate app. I want it all in one place, which is still why I don't understand why Facebook has about 7 different apps right now, including splitting off. They split messages into its own app.
Messenger,
I hate
yep.
that.
I hate that too.
But
Yeah.
that's just so that they can get all these numbers and
Yep.
active users
Yep.
and advertising going. They're Facebook. They're
Now,
smart.
what scares me, will this take away your views from your normal pictures and video clips that you post on your profile? Will people only stay on the top tab where they're only looking at your story feed? Or will they still continue to browse through the entire Instagram feed and look at everything else? That's my only concern.
Well, what's possible is that they understand that the writing is on the wall, that people don't give a shit as much about the photos anymore as they once did, and they want a life cast. And that's evident when you see that. I don't know what the percentages are, but if somebody has 1 million followers, they get 80,000 likes or 2,000. Like,
Yeah,
you know, it's not super huge numbers. But it's funny because the percentages seem to be about the same, whether you have my following or your following or Todd's following. It's like I don't know what the actual number is. Is it 2, 3, 4%, 6%, 12% likes to follower ratio?
And you can post stuff from your camera roll too. If you have a new actual photo from your DSLR
Yes.
to showcase or something
You
like
could
that.
put that in your Insta
So that's good. You
Snap,
can still put it
but
in your
I kind of
feed.
want to be like, I want that in my feed instead.
It should be more vlog-like, yeah, of course. So next up on that topic of Instagram, co-founder and CEO Kevin Systrom, is it?
I don't
Systrom?
actually know his name.
He's joined the Billionaires Club.
3 commas.
Forbes reports, 3 commas, that
That is a reference to Silicon Valley.
great show. Love that show. Now, he's actually on the cover of this month's Forbes magazine, by the way. But he's officially hit $1 billion, net worth of $1.1 billion to be exact, after Facebook's stock grew. Stock that rose from $18 a share
Yep.
when Facebook acquired Instagram to now $120 a share today,
Yep.
making him, again, worth $1.1 billion.
He'll catch up to me and Jared one day.
And Instagram is worth an estimated $50 billion today. And to put that in perspective, Canon is worth a current value of $38 billion.
That's all of Canon.
All of
Wow.
Canon, and Nikon's trailing behind a little bit at $5.7 billion.
Which is funny because
It's just crazy.
Instagram's commodity product is digital and they don't sell shit.
Yep.
Other than ads occasionally. But we know they're not making a living off of ads yet. We
Even though
know
I
that
see-
it's just 500 million. There's 500 million active users a day on Instagram. There's also 300 million active users a day on Snapchat. Just for fun facts for people. But $50 billion value?
$50 billion value.
Where's the... I mean, the value is that they can target people
It's
and reach
eyeballs.
them.
It's eyeballs.
Yep.
Eyes and
That's
ears.
it.
Active users,
Yep.
yep.
That's why I never got into the let's sell camera game.
Yeah.
Why would I want to sell cameras when I can affiliate link to somebody else who already has the infrastructure and everything built, and you can just send people there?
I will say I see way more sponsored ads all the time now on Instagram. It's like
Oh,
every
yeah.
7 or 8 pictures.
Oh, yeah.
Where before
I
it
don't
was like,
actually mind it.
it annoys me.
I've
don't
actually
mind
bought something from one of them.
Did you really?
I did.
What was it?
Vibrator.
I was waiting for it. What'd you say?
Nothing. You gotta watch the episode.
Turntable like pillows. You know how Jared has
that's
like
cool.
pillows with like
He's got the
photo
lenses.
stuff on.
Yeah.
This is like a turntable, and a mixer pillow.
Turntables?
Hey, that was cool.
And I go like that.
And that's good ads that are targeted proper. That's why they have them.
Yep.
See, I never see any relevant ads to me though. I feel
never
like it's
did.
always
And I was like,
random.
oh, look at those. Those would be cool in my basement.
You know, it's
Yeah.
funny. I do see relevant ads, and I acknowledge the fact. And I usually send into companies after I see an ad or something and it causes me to buy. I send them a message and I say, I saw your Facebook ad. That's why I bought.
Maybe it's because I use Snapchat more, but now with these Insta stories, I will probably use Instagram for everything.
Yes.
Yeah. And then one last thing on Instagram. Someone put together a mock-up animations of what it would look like if Instagram was around back when Windows 95 came out. Designer Misha Petrick's animations of the social media giant mimicked like the same text and window layout of Windows 95, that blue and gray text box along with like a teal background. And even better, the filter names in that Windows 95 version of Instagram range from the Apple II filter to the 1-bit filter.
Classic.
While the photos displayed are in beautiful 8-bit resolution. But I thought this was really creative, and I wanted to bring that up. And you can check that out over on the website.
FronosPhoto.com/RAWtalk-193.
Then we have Amazon might be illegally selling your photos without your consent. Photographer Beverly Gull, she stumbled
Is she
across...
suing for $1 billion?
Not $1 billion. She stumbled across several listings featuring the sale of her copyrighted headshot of actor Marco Perella.
Yeah, never sell Marco Perella's headshot.
He was in
I can't believe
Boyhood
they did
and
that.
Miss Congeniality and a couple other movies.
I like Boyhood.
Yeah. Beverly says, I was shocked because I did not license the use of this image to anyone. When I did a search of Marco's name on Amazon, I saw that several sellers had my images listed.
That's not Amazon selling it. Oh, come on.
I mean, it's third party. Yeah,
That's
but-
third party
I
posting.
mean, it's still selling
That's
on
like-
Amazon, though.
yes, but so this is what you do because people sell I Shoot Raw shirts in the United States. So Noah goes down a list of that, creates a database of links. They have right on Amazon's website, they have copyright infringement.
Yep.
You put the codes in, you say why, you back up your claim, they get them removed.
Yep.
But as soon as they get them removed, people can put them right back up again.
Yeah.
Now, one of the sellers that
See,
is
that's
selling...
such a misleading clickbait headline. Amazon's not illegally selling your images. They're the
Well, make sure you use that for this
I was
episode.
just going to say that.
Amazon
Perfect
selling.
title for this week.
Good one, Todd. Actually, I already did. Instagram is now Snapchat?
So the one seller, though, that she came across that's selling her headshot has over 2.7 million listings of just posters and prints of famous headshots, album covers, sports
Stolen.
images, logos, all kinds of stolen
Yeah.
stuff. All the descriptions of those listings say all images are sourced from the public domain.
Oh, right.
Now, after Googling Marco
And by
Perella...
public domain, you mean China.
So after Googling Marco Perella, she came across her headshot, which linked back to a website called hdpicsandwall.com, and she quickly realized that this was the seller's source where they got all the photos from, because the site reads, all HD wallpapers are free for download, so that's their public domain that they're grabbing these images from. And she filed a copyright infringement claim to Amazon, who then basically removed the images right away. They were very quick with it.
Amazon's very good with that stuff.
And she notes that all photographers should do a quick search for their photos on Amazon. The seller, along with many others, have had several copyrighted photos for sale, yet she could only send a notice about her specific image into Amazon.
They don't have any of mine, surprisingly.
Well, yeah. I'm going to search myself. Keep going.
I just bought something from eBay, though. That was cool.
I haven't bought anything on eBay in years.
I bought
What'd you buy?
Original script for Weird Science,
That's cool.
a production script.
Oh.
How much did that cost?
There's something of mine illegally on eBay. I mean, on Facebook, on Amazon.
See, again, that's why...
So what they took was my Justin Bieber photo.
Actually, I wonder if my Bieber photo... Is it from Flickr?
They took my Justin Bieber photo.
So wait, what'd you search up? Jared Polin?
Just
or-
Jared Polin. Why would they leave my name in it?
That's weird.
That's awesome.
48 by 72 inch shower curtain bathroom water-free polyester rust-proof. It's a shower curtain with Justin Bieber on it of my photo.
With your photo?
Yeah, I took this photo.
Holy shit.
So why would they leave my name in it?
That's so
brilliant.
dumb.
That is brilliant.
Noah,
Noah, get
Where-
out of the shower.
where does my name show up in this? That is-
Sold by Frono's Noah.
Let me see who the seller is. Bathroom shower curtains. Fuck
don't.
off, assholes.
Please don't say Todd Wolf. Please. Please don't say Todd Wolf.
Yeah, buy bath curtains. I'm going to have to make a note.
I've been selling bath curtains for years, asshole.
No, you know what's funny though, Todd? When I type your name in, it's that guy's band. It's like the
Yeah,
Todd
Todd
Wolf
Wolf
band.
band.
Yeah.
I
The
saw
bane
that-
of my existence.
It comes up every
The
time
Todd
you
Wolf
Google your
band.
name or anything.
That is incredible.
It's funny.
I'm buying one.
All right, so moving on. Speaking of infringement, Getty has responded to photographer
And
Carol.
seriously, do you think people are actually going to buy that curtain in large numbers? I put that photo up for
Sure,
free.
they made a couple bucks.
I put that photo up for free on Instagram. Sorry, on Flickr under Creative Commons.
So they can't use it for
So they
commercial
can't
use.
use it for commercial
and
use.
sell it.
So be it. I'll not waste my time dealing with it.
So Getty responded to photographer Carol M. Highsmith's recent $1 billion lawsuit that we talked about last week that she filed against them. Getty said they believe the complaint is based on a series of misconceptions, which we hope to rectify with the plaintiff as soon as possible. If that is not possible, we will defend ourselves vigorously. Getty says the content in question has been part of the public domain for many years. It is standard practice for image libraries to distribute and provide access to public domain content, and it is important to note that distributing and providing access to public domain content is different to asserting copyright ownership of it. And they go on to note, image libraries, archives, and other businesses have long collected and aggregated content in the public domain, investing significant sums of money, time, and resources in indexing, archiving, digitizing, and
not your
making
job.
that content searchable and easily available to people to make productive use of it.
So say thank you, but don't charge for it. It's
And
not yours.
They say image libraries are legally permitted to charge fees for use of images in the public domain. So basically, they're saying that they're charging for the search tool that they're offering users, not so much the photo.
That is such bullshit.
That's what their workaround is. That's their defense. So we'll see. We'll see how Carol responds to this.
I don't know the law.
Hold on.
Buckle your seatbelts. Here comes another ranty Mick Ranterson.
I am not a lawyer.
Yeah.
So I can't tell you. I mean, in theory, I'd tell them to fuck off, Getty. I'd be like,
Short and sweet.
You are selling my images. There is no ifs, ands, or buts about it. But there's no saying that in 1922, the Library Act of 1922-3B didn't state that if somebody goes ahead and organizes a bunch of stuff into a query search
Then they can
in a
charge
Dewey Decimal System,
for the content
then they
in
can
those
charge
folders.
for access to that. You see, sir? And then that's it. So I can't. I mean, I think Getty's full of shit here. They've been selling somebody else's images, and they're using this as a way to say,
Yep.
"Oh, no, we're not. No, we're not. No, we're not."
Yep, I agree. Again, we'll see how Carol responds to this. I'm curious what she's gonna say, or what her lawyers are gonna say. Then we've got a new Kickstarter has launched featuring the world's widest lens with an f2.8 aperture for full frame cameras. It's called the Laowa.
Spell it.
It's Laowa. It's Laowa. That's how they pronounced it in the
Laowa?
video. It's Laowa.
Laowa.
By Venus Optics, they make
Hey
this
guys,
lens.
can you go grab me the Laowa 12 millimeter?
And the 12 millimeter f2.8 lens is rectilinear and claims to have close to zero distortion. Spec-wise, the lens is manual. It's not autofocus.
Yeah, because they can't put autofocus motors in there.
With a filter thread size of 77 millimeters with 16 elements and 3 pieces of ED glass. And it's available in Canon, Nikon, Sony, and Pentax mounts for a retail price of $949, but early bird specials or backers can grab it for $649, and it'll be available this November. Now, the campaign has an initial goal of $10,000, well surpassing it now currently. You all right?
It's just we have so much construction going on here. I hear beeping and drilling and all of this stuff.
Not paying attention as usual.
No, I'm paying. It's just I'm getting distracted by all of these noises.
Yeah. So they surpassed their goal of, again, $10,000, and it's now set at $420,000. Jesus. Again, I love doing the photo news. $420,000, though, and it still has 3 weeks to go at the time
Did it
of
pass
this recording.
Did it meet its goal?
It's $420,000.
Well,
and
what was the goal? 'Cause I didn't hear it.
$10,000
Yeah.
was the goal.
It blew past
well
it.
surpassed it.
Yeah.
Wow, I would not be buying this lens either, though. But that's cool. Whatever.
I mean, if you're an early backer, again, $649, that's a savings of $300
That ain't bad.
compared to the retail
Yeah.
price.
That's
Yeah.
full frame, so that's cool.
Now, I'm sure
Hopefully
it-
they can deliver.
I'm sure a bunch of the early bird backing specials are probably out at this point. They're probably all gone.
I hope they can deliver.
I think they will. Again, they said it'll be available in November. Only
I've
a couple
never heard
months
of this
away.
Has this company done anything
Yes,
ever?
they've done Venus Optics have
Oh,
made
all right.
they've made a couple other lenses as well.
Well, then
and have
that's
successful
cool.
Kickstarters.
Then they're doing what Peak Design does.
Exactly. Photographer Jeff Cable, our buddy at Lexar, or was formerly at
Lexar
Yes.
Micron.
He released a set of images taking you inside Canon setup at the Rio Olympics, where they house over $6 million worth of camera gear.
It was a lot of
huge
gear.
arsenal of gear.
Yeah.
Inside the CPS Olympic headquarters, it houses over 1,500 lenses and 950 DSLR bodies, most of them being either 5 DSRs, 1DX Mark IIs, that kind of stuff.
Wow.
On top of that, they have a staff of 78 Canon professionals on hand for cleaning and repair services at all times.
I go down to get my lens fixed.
Yeah.
Todd, they would just throw that in the Rio Grande. That lens is
so bad.
Hey, anybody want to buy a lens used 24 to
I feel like
72
you
8?
had to have dropped it for it to be that off.
I can't wait to go check to see if the serial number matches and see if like one of the other guys swapped their lens out with mine.
Did you buy it new or used?
I think I did. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I bought that.
Yeah, you had to have
No, I bought that
done
new.
something
Yeah, I
with
bought
it.
Dude, that lens is so atrocious. You turn the wheel, the focus
It
ring,
just
and
never
not
focuses.
much happens.
Yeah, so there's a lens element in there that's just messed up. So Canon CPS members can simply have their badge scanned and borrow just about any lens and camera configuration that Canon makes, again, at the Rio Olympics. FYI, too, it's rare for any photographer to be able to check out their entire inventory because of the high price point and possible theft. So there's
Jeff's
really
special.
Jeff is special, though, so he had access to film and photograph behind the scenes.
Awesome.
And I'll link to Jeff's blog where all the photos are over on the website. Next up, we've got a Scottish couple. They were horrified after receiving their wedding photos back
Oi!
from a professional photographer, quote unquote.
Scottish.
Claiming the photographer is worse than amateur, the couple, Leanne and Derek Cooper, say their memories of their wedding day have been ruined with terrible photos.
Yeah, you're a dick for hiring the guy in the first place.
Initially having another photographer in mind, but they couldn't lock in the date with them. They had to turn to a friend who is Val Thompson of Top Cat Photography, who they note completed the same photography course as the groom, Derek, back in college. So he's apparently a professional. What they got, though, in the end were photos that mimicked that of like a cell phone. They say on top of that, none of the pose photos were set up by her, the photographer. They were all organized by the couple. They say the images we had seen on our website were half decent, and Derek knows her. That's why we went for her. Now, Val responded, saying she re-edited them at their request, saying, my photographer friend helped me edit them the second time around and agreed there was nothing wrong with them. And it gets even better. Another, again, professional photographer, air quotes, named Alan Watson, stepped in and took some formal photos of the couple for free because they felt bad that they received these terrible photos. In my opinion, these are just as bad.
Oh, no.
That's what I think, at least. I mean, they were just outdoor portraits taken in, like, their back door. I don't know.
Back door?
Backyard.
Backyard?
Excuse me.
What, Steven?
That was my text of the
Backyard.
week. Steven sent me a text before I got. He's like, "Yeah, make sure you come in through Jared's back door."
I knew
My
what
response: I always do.
I was doing. Yep. I knew you were going to say that.
Childish.
Let's see. Now, not wanting others to suffer the same fate as them, they're shelling out another 75
Wait, they're making fun of their
pounds.
friend? They're throwing their friend under
They're
the
throwing
bus?
their friend under the bus. They
Wow.
apparently scolded them all over Facebook.
That's what you
and
do in
everything.
Scotland. You throw your friends under the bus.
So what they're doing is, again, they're putting out 75 pounds to send
Get my leprechaun.
to send the pictures to the Scottish
That's
Photographic Federation to have the quality of them judged. Now, if the
What?
quality is
Why?
deemed as poor,
Oh.
then they can file for a refund in a small claims court.
Oh, that's how their legal system works?
I guess so.
So somebody has to judge these photos?
So
I'll judge them.
And they initially paid Val.
And we'll
this-
throw him in the Loch Ness with the
paid-
monster.
They paid the photographer over 650 pounds,
That's
almost
heavy.
$1,000, I think, or 800 or something like that, to actually photograph the wedding. Yeah, and these pictures, which you can see all over on the website, harsh flash,
They didn't even shoot
mixed
any
lighting,
up-kilt shots.
red eye, oversaturated. I think he did have a kilt on, actually. Out of focus stuff, overcompressed, just really bad.
How many more stories do you have? Because I could do a rant right now.
I have 3 more stories.
Can
They're
I
pretty
rant?
short,
Because
though.
it's apropos.
Let's do it.
It's apropos.
Who's that? What's her name?
Apropos?
Do I know her?
No.
Oh.
So, Todd, I sent you the email that I got from a Fro reader about my guide prices, right?
Oh, you sent me that too, yeah.
Oh.
So I sent it to you.
Yep.
I'm going to read it here. I don't have the person's name because I'm not going to
They remain anonymous.
Scottishly throw them under the bus.
Scottishly.
But let's read this email first, and then I will counter this.
Okay.
It's perfect for this. Hey, Fro, I like your tips and all, but you're way overpriced on your DVDs. There's just too much free information on the web to be paying $77 for your DVDs. Too many really good seminars and tutorials. You need to drop that price to about $29, then I might consider buying it, but no way $77.
No way.
You can find, so basically what this is telling me,
Well, I've got a sale going on right now. Buy one, get one free, motherfucker.
if you're a photographer and your life depends on shooting photos, you're in essence telling me that you're gonna go to a photographer that you're gonna hire and say, or they're gonna come to you and you're gonna be like, this is how much I am. They're like, well, I got a bunch of friends with cameras that can do it for much less, so you need to drop your price. Even though you're a professional and really good at what you do, you need to drop your price to match asshole Joe Schmo over
Uncle
here.
Bob has the 6S.
Right. So that email, yes, there's plenty of free information on the internet if you want to try and find it. But I guarantee you, you will not find a cohesive piece of content like the Frono's Photo Guide to Getting Out of Auto almost anywhere quickly and easily, just like this guide. You can find free information even on my own channel. I have 2,300 videos. You could probably find a lot of similar information that I sell in the guide, but do you want to take 3 years to find all that information, or would you like to download it for $77 and start taking better pictures than you've ever done before? This isn't a sales pitch for me. It's just basically saying that this person, as a photographer trying to get jobs, is okay with a friend coming up and saying, I hear you're a photographer. And they're like, yeah, it's going to be $250. And they'll be like, well, but my friend I know all these people with cameras. They'll do it for less. Good, go for it. You end up with Scottish photos that look like shit.
Isn't it $67 for the digital download?
Yeah, they must have talked about the
DVD specifically, yeah. So you can still get it even cheaper.
Yes.
I mean, they take a year each to produce.
Yeah.
From writing
To
to
edit,
producing
especially.
to editing. I mean, they take a long time
For
to create.
$67 or
And
$77 in this case.
they are beginning to end comprehensive.
And it's not even that. Yes, we
think that's a
think some
bargain.
of the best pieces of content when it comes to selling. We put a ton into it. Not only spending money to produce it, and it's all the information and all the years of hard work, learning the information to spit it out. So with all the free stuff that we put out, we ask people to thank us by purchasing our crap. It's not even crap.
Buy our crap. Just
Buy our
it.
crap. We'll put it in a box.
Yeah.
Here's
Buy
a
my
box.
crap.
Crap in it and
Buy
send
my
it to you.
crap.
Yeah, guy.
Hey, guy.
Thanks, buddy.
I'm not your buddy, pal. I'm not your pal, buddy. I'm not your guy.
If you do want to buy my crap, just private message me.
Remember bumpiss.com?
What?
My friend in photography school tried to start a website called bumpiss.com. They would send you a mason jar that said bum piss on it, but it was just water that was yellow. It was a gag gift. I don't think it took off.
Okay.
Didn't take off.
It would have been way better if it was legitimate.
Well, I think it was around the time that bum fights was big.
Oh, Bum Fights was
yeah.
huge.
Which was horrible.
It was the best.
What was that on, like
I love
YouTube,
watching
though?
it.
Was it on YouTube?
It was on E-Bombs World or something. Like,
E-Bombs
my
like
God,
going
it was.
way
My
back, yeah.
favorite E-Bombs World video in the history of E-Bombs World videos was the milk and cereal, milk and cereal,
Cereal and milk.
cereal and milk. It
Was the peanut butter jelly song on there too?
Well, that's the one I remember. Those two guys sitting
butter
there.
jelly time.
My favorite was obviously was the soundboards. I used to love the soundboards.
Get to the chopper!
The Arnold soundboards were
used to
awesome.
love it.
We used to prank call people and just have
That's what we
Arnold
did.
talk. It was the best.
Terrible.
All right, I'm done with my
All right, we've got photographer Ray Reynolds. He claims his photo business is officially dead
Hey!
after photographing Donald Trump this election season. Becoming the official photographer for the Veterans for Trump Coalition last year, he's photographed over 20 different Trump events all over the country and was even Trump's staff photographer for an event. Now, the main reason he's been able to follow him around the country is due to his regular photo business drying up, as he says,
don't know
ever
that I
since he
buy
started
this.
photographing Trump.
I don't know that I buy this because he's
what he says.
He's photographing Trump. He's not the official photographer,
No, he's not.
which is what it makes it seem like.
So it's not like he's going to be like Pete Souza
No.
in the White House if Trump gets,
He's just
elected.
a guy like Joe Sixpack. He's just like Joe Sixpack
Joe
who goes around
Sixpack.
taking photos and promotes the fact that he photographs Trump rallies. Oy.
Yeah,
So
you can,
he's lost business because of his.
he says that
of
his
the
entire
relationship.
normal photo business has dried up and that people won't take him seriously anymore and are not giving him jobs anymore. Yeah, no more clients.
So what's his complaint?
That's all he had to say about it. I just wanted to bring it up. And you can see an interview with him explaining his whole situation over on the website.
What's he sound like?
He sounds Southern. He definitely sounds Southern.
Where's he
He's from Virginia, I believe.
All right,
So I did want to bring this up though. He has this obnoxious like yellow skin on his DSLR. On his Nikon camera.
Yeah, we don't want camera guard.
I don't know what it's
guard.
called.
Yeah, they sell those. We would never promote something like that.
It's just so
Hey, Dan,
bright.
make a note to contact the armor. I think it's called like camera armor people. I'm just kidding. Do not. Oh shit!
Is this him calling in?
Somebody's calling in.
Well, hello there, son bitches. I'm out here with my Lord and Savior, Donald J. Trump. Just wanted to check in with you assholes. By the way, we're doing really good. Everything is peachy keen. We are at the top of our game out here in America Arena. And just want to let everybody know it's all gravy out here. And wait.
Is that a baby?
I will beat this son bitch and piss out of you, baby. If you don't shut your pie hole, I will. I swear it. I gotta go and beat this baby. Goodbye, Jew.
Oh my god. That's the real reason I wanted to bring up the story. So Meredith calls in.
That's a legitimate thing. Trump did yell at a baby.
Oh, and then he's also got the yellow skin on his lens hood too. I just wonder if there's ever any like color casting going on when he's shooting or flares coming up or anything like that.
I hope they were
Bright
showing
yellow.
the apartment downstairs while I was yelling.
Who's that guy upstairs?
He certainly said 12:30. Please hold off until
No,
filming.
I thought you said 11:30.
Oh, he said 11:30?
You told me 11:30.
But I told him we're not starting till 12:15,
Yeah, you told
12:30.
him
He's like,
you
well,
would
maybe you
start
could
then.
hold off a little. Well, it's 3:20, so I think we held off long
Who's that
enough.
man above us that's hitting a baby?
And I even heard a monkey in there for a second.
I heard him. I thought I heard Naruto in there as well.
Yeah, at the way
He must have been taking some pictures.
Now, on the other side of the election, the official 2016 DNC photo was shot with a 100-year-old camera. Photographer, I'm going to try and get this one right, Abbas Shermo Hamadi. He operated the camera, yeah, it's a mouthful, directing the audience via microphone, telling everyone to freeze, or else the person behind you will be blurry, he says. Now, the camera, which was a panorama Kodak circuit camera, has been used for every single official DNC photo, along with 6 presidential inauguration ceremonies. And you can see the video of him directing the audience over on the site, and the official photo is now available for purchase for $179. Phone call.
Hello there. This is Hillary Clinton. If anybody would like a copy of this photograph, feel free to email me at any time, and I'll probably won't send it to you because I'm having some issues with my server. So that's all. Good luck and God bless. And I love Donald Trump. Goodbye.
How about that?
Hillary just called. We just made history.
I loved her background music.
First ever female presidential nominee to call into RAWtalk.
First female to ever call into RAWtalk.
Actually,
No, that's not true.
Oh, no, yeah.
Taco
No,
Bell
that's not
Becky.
true.
Yeah.
And one day Meredith's daughter is going to call in, I'm sure.
Yeah, maybe.
And I can't wait till those sweet nubbins call in.
But the video of this guy actually directing everyone, that he's like, hold still, everybody, for 20 seconds. And everyone's just like moving around, walking down the aisle and everything. So I don't know how the actual picture came out because the thumbnail on the website's like this big. And you can't even tell unless
Like,
you buy it for
it's the size of-
$179.
It's the size of Trump's hands.
It's the size of Trump's hands, yeah.
Tiny hands.
And then we've got one last story this week. A new web app can turn any still image into an animated GIF. It's called Plotograph Pro, and the software is unlike
GIF.
cinemagraphs.
Is it like a plosive?
Plosive. Plotograph Pro. Now, unlike a cinemagraph, which uses video to create moving GIFs, instead it works with a single still image created by photographer and artist Troy Plota. The app asks for users to supply a JPEG image, your favorite, and to add points to what they want animated in the image, essentially masking like the still portion off. Now, it will then animate the selection and create a GIF, MP4, or an MOV file of the animated photo, and it's currently limited to a small amount of users as a pre-release beta. Now, once it goes live, it'll cost $300
A year.
for 1 year of access.
Todd, how much is that out of the cash cannon?
Todd's clearly a pre-release
doing a
beta
GIF.
user.
Oh, I'm sorry.
But yeah, $300 for 1 year of access and 10 gigs of online
Well, I don't have as
storage.
much cash in my Canon since we did this sale, so that's all.
When did you shoot some for the sale? Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, that's $400.
No, that's all. I can't spare any because we're doing a sale.
So our friend Matt K.
Matt Kliskowski, and also Trey Ratcliffe did a
Gesundheit.
video about it too. They must have the
Really?
early pre-release
Is he
beta.
back from Hogwarts?
He's back from Hogwarts.
Trey Ratcliffe doesn't go. He lives in the Shire.
Doesn't he live in New Zealand?
Yes, in the Shire.
Yeah.
Hobbitland. Hobbitsville.
That's it for photo news.
Well, can we do some Southern Donald Trump rally music?
Sure.
Brought to you by audioblocks.com/go/fro. The views and verbal statements that have been made during the segment are not represented by audioblocks.com/go/fro by any stretch. They whatever. I just felt I would add that. So let's get some Donald Trump rally music in 3, 2, 1, go.
I get out my big yellow skin camera. No one can see me.
They don't let my kind in there.
What I'm going to do is they're going to be huge and... Will somebody please build a wall around that child?
Excuse me, Donald. Donald. Stop yelling at babies. I love babies. My name is Bernie Sanders, and I was once running for the President of the United States of America.
America.
But now, I only go to North 3rd on Thursday nights to have dinner. He went to North 3rd. I wasn't there.
Oh, when the DNC was in town.
During the Thursday night,
wow.
He and about 20 people came.
That's weird. They're on this side of the city.
They came up, and he's like, yeah, they rolled in with a bunch of black vehicles, like 6 of them on the street, and
awesome.
Everybody got out, came into the back room, and Bernie, what did you have for dinner at North 3rd?
Was it all free?
I had the salmon.
Socialist scumbag?
I had the salmon.
Was it all free for you?
What are you
did
talking
you have
about?
to pay?
No,
Socialist asshole.
No, I'm not a socialist. I've never been a socialist. I'm rallying that the top 1% should not have 99% of all of the wealth.
So Jared paid.
So I paid.
Like he always does.
Jared paid. Vote for Hillary. That's Bernie Sanders saying that.
That bitch.
Whoa.
That was Bernie Sanders said that. I didn't say that. Bernie Sanders
And
said
that's
that.
photo news. Gear of the week, right?
Gear of the week. Every week.
All right, Gear of the week's coming up right meow. Let me reach down underneath the table.
Tell everyone what you're
stand
doing.
by. Dave?
You're reaching down. Okay.
Reaching down to get the stuff.
Yep.
All right,
You got to
Dave?
tell them, though.
Dave?
And here's a shameless plug that we camouflage as Gear of the Week.
This is actually not a shameless plug
You
because
bought
they
these,
do
I
not
think.
give. I did not buy these.
Oh, you're
I did
a
not
liar,
buy these. I asked the company to send them to us because I wanted to use them. And when you use the power of the internet, that's when you can get people to send you free things. And to thank them for sending us free things, we're giving them the spot on Gear of the Week. So if you want to send us free things, contact Noah at fronosphoto.com and maybe we'll showcase it on the damn show. Thank you, and God bless our troops, and God bless America. These are called Polar Pro ND filters for
Polar
the
Pro.
the DJI Phantom 4, which I just saw has been discounted to $1,199 for the Phantom 4, not
Wait,
these
are
things.
they normally? It's normally $14.99.
Normally $13.99.
$13.99,
So I guess
okay.
there's a $200 discount.
That's awesome.
The reason I went and picked these up, once I actually saw these guys on Shark Tank last year. They got funding, and
Wow. Cool.
second, Richie uses them and says he likes them because
And I
they
trust
are
Richie.
glass.
Yep.
They're not plastic filters; they're
Nice.
glass. So
High quality.
this is the Phantom 4 edition shutter collection: ND16, ND32, ND64, and then we've got the ND4 polarizer, the ND8, and the ND16. These will come in handy,
We'll
knowing
probably
that
use them more.
that the Phantom 4 does not have f-stop control.
6-stop ND filter. Wow. We won't need that for a while.
And so, just tell Polar Pro you saw these here. I just asked them to send it, didn't say that we would do anything, but we wanted to use these, so we reach out and call people.
Well, we
now.
realized we really needed it when we shot
Yeah.
the ADD video because it was like harsh noon, sun directly above us. I think we were shooting at like 1/2000th of a second video.
Yeah.
And we don't want that. We want basically double our frame rate. And we couldn't get it that day because we didn't have an ND filter.
And that is Gear of the Week.
That's Gear of the Week.
Thank you, Polar Pro.
Yes.
Has anybody used those? Let us know what you think. I know I did tweet about it, and some people said they have them and they absolutely love them. We will see when we use them.
Cool.
Now it is time for flying solo, where I get to spread my wings and fly alone. I already did the rant on that guy. Should I do it again? No.
Nope.
Clay Story. I keep lacking motivation. Oh, where did I get these from? Oh, I got these from Facebook.
Okay.
And I did ask people for their name and location.
Good.
So most people didn't do that. Clay Story. I keep lacking motivation. What is some advice you, Frono's Photo, have for people like me who love photography but simply lack motivation? Get off your ass and find the motivation.
Yeah.
Think of what you can do. What do you want in life? If it's to sit on your ass and have no motivation and just squeak on by, then do that. There's
like
nothing wrong with that. If you want to play video games until 3 a.m. after editing video that nobody's ever going to see, then follow Todd Wolf. Yes. And just I am Todd Wolf on PlayStation Network or whatever.
No, that is not my name.
It's iTodd, isn't it?
It's iTodd.
Oh, it's iTodd on the
ITOD.
PlayStation Network. Yeah. So how do you find motivation? Is you say to yourself, I don't want to be where I am today. I want to get to X place by this time. I better start doing something. It's a mentality change. It's that I went through the same process myself when I didn't think I was successful. I didn't like where I was sitting, and I'm like, I need to make a change. And I didn't wait to make the change. I made the change.
And I think what helps you every now and then, too, is like those inspirational photo books that you have on your shelf.
Photo books are always the things that kick me in the ass.
Yeah.
Or getting pulled back into somebody just saying it like it is. Like I say, Gary V. Hearing him talk the other week again is just like, yeah.
Just get off your
Thank
ass.
you for just saying it like it is, that there are no secrets.
No secrets.
There's no secrets to being the president of the United States. Bernie Sanders. I endorse this message. Walter Duran. Hey, Fro, Steven, Todd, and Dan. Walter from San Diego.
San Diego.
I read and heard of some photographers have a second identity or name as a photographer. For instance,
Alias.
do you always shoot as Jared Polin, the photographer, or do you use Frono's Photo, the photographer, depending on the type of shoot? Business shoots equal Jared Polin, sports event, great fun stuff equals Frono's Photo. My name is my name, and it's Jared Polin from Frono's Photo at this point, but you can put it as Frono's Photo or Jared Polin. I think it became a synonymous thing.
You know what's
People
funny,
know that
though,
I'm the Fro.
is that you intro and outro every single video with Jared Polin, yet everybody calls you Fro. No one ever calls you Jared.
Or people that come up to me and say, Fro knows best. And I sit there and I go,
Or just-
where the hell
it's
do you
always-
get Fro knows best
Remember,
from?
it's always Fro knows. Hey, Fro knows.
hey, yo, it's Fro
They
knows.
always
Like,
leave out the photo.
my birth certificate, my Kenyan birth certificate says, Fro, first name, last name, knows.
I knew it.
Yeah, no, I don't use a fake name to take pictures.
I do.
We do know somebody that does.
Edgar?
No, not Edgar. Well,
Who are
we
you
call him
talking
Edgar.
about?
There's a person that has a Von in the middle of their name, but it's not really legally his name.
Yeah.
His
That
name
was
is
just because the other name was taken.
what's his name? Oh, it's Benjamin Wong.
It's just Benjamin Wong, but he
And
added Von Wong.
He added the Von because a lawyer had Ben Wong.
Yeah.
And so he wanted to stand out, and that's smart.
Yeah.
That he went ahead and, you know what? I'm going to call myself Benjamin Von Wong so I can have the web address.
And I worked in radio for 7-8 years, and literally every single talent or radio personality had a radio name.
They
Fake
did?
names, yes. Like the one person you know who just moved.
She has a
that's
fake
not her
name,
real
or
name.
he?
First and last name, completely made up for radio.
I don't know her
which I
name.
didn't find out until about 2 or 3 years later.
And I
when
won't know your name.
I'll maybe tell you later, but I
me, I
won't
wanna
say it
know.
on air.
So
So it's common in the radio industry.
So I used to
and
go by-
film and everything else.
I used to go by Dirk Diggler and Reed Rothschild.
Yeah, my porn directing name is different. Yeah.
No, actually, my porn name...
Sir Shaft-a-Lot.
It's Sir Shaft-a-Lot. My porn name was... First off, hashtag your porn name at front. We want to hear what your porn names would be.
Isn't that always like your childhood like street
Well,
and something else?
They say your childhood street and your first pet or something.
yeah.
Or your middle name. Or a flower or your street address. But no, I had it. It was Leroy, not Leroy.
I remember.
It was Leroy Ballstein. Leroy Ballstein.
Wow.
Actually, is he still? You drew a picture of him, I think, over there.
No,
that was during the editing guide.
Yeah.
We can't show that.
No, I know, but wasn't that Leroy Ballstein?
Oh, that was horrible.
Yes.
All right, let's move on. .org.
Zach Hamilton was my name.
Brian B. Smith. I just gave my wedding photos to a client, and they said the DJ sent them a link with over... was this you, Todd?
Yes.
Sent them a link with over 300 random photos he shot. I noticed him shooting some stuff, but I was thinking it was for his own promotion. What are your thoughts on this? Disrespectful to the photographer? Thanks, Fro. Yeah, highly disrespectful. You're a DJ. Your job is to sit there and spin the records and play the Macarena and the electric slide and all those
play that song
and all those shitty songs. Which is what you do. You shouldn't be taking photos to then give to the clients. I mean, they probably suck anyway, but you're not there to undermine the photographer. Anybody else?
Beat that beat up. I was just listening to DJ Todd Wolf.
I was multitasking.
Todd, what's your DJ name?
DJ Todd.
Real original.
No, I don't have a DJ name. I spin records for myself.
He does in his basement.
Yeah,
and it's really good. I enjoyed it. I was down there one day, and I was like, Todd was still going, and he was sitting there. He was just all like,
"That's not how it looks. Nothing like that." By the
way, it was. He's like, "Yeah," and he sits there. And he's like,
"I did not say yeah. I never said yeah."
He's like, "Let me spin this knob. Spin this knob. Yeah, my wife got me this so that I can be DJ TWD. I mean TWW.
Yeah,
down here in the basement. So my
T-dub
wife
in the club.
She probably got it for him so that she doesn't have to talk to him, so she can go work out. Be like."
No, she makes me do DJ mixes for her spin class.
Oh, all right.
Yeah.
Do you get permission from
I
the
remember
artist?
you were doing that for a while.
Yeah. Huh?
You should put that stuff up on Spotify.
I should.
David Ribeiro. Hey, Jared, Steven, and Todd.
Hey.
The question is for the Fro. Just saw your 1 hour editing video of the Norman Porter shoots.
Isn't it an hour and a half?
It's an hour and 35 minutes.
Get it right.
Get it right. I don't know if the contrast or what, but I was super impressed on how those pictures came out in post, because I'm good, from a kit lens.
Contrast
no,
100.
It's me using the kit lens. Have you
Crest
ever
blacks.
thought of creating a Fro presets, even just as a starting point? I have
Black
as
and white,
much fun
crystal blacks,
editing
black
as I
and
have
white,
shooting,
crystal
and
blacks.
seeing those final pictures from a kit lens on the 80D motivated me quite a bit, currently on a 70D, so it's similar. Thanks for all of the work you put out, your team put out, David Ribeiro, Portugal.
I do think you should make a black and white preset or something, because your black and whites really are the boomified version. Called Boomify.
They are, but I still don't think that somebody clicking on a preset is going to be able to, for their photo, like, if,
again, what he's saying, a starting point.
Yeah, I guess I'm so anti-presets.
You
There's
are.
people that sell them,
But people want them.
so I'm going to probably sell them.
Sell one that adds grain.
Todd's going to sell one that's green. I think I'll get to the point. I will tell you guys that I hate presets, even when I sell presets. I'll be like, I hate them. They're for
But once
lazy.
I know I can make money, I'll sell you anything you want.
They're lazy photographers. But if you really want to buy something, who am I to tell you no? I mean, that's the thing in business, is if somebody wants to buy something and they want you to offer it and they're going to buy it, then maybe do it.
I'd say a majority of your photos that you turn into the boomified black and white version, you kind of do the same stuff, though, for each one.
I guess, but
For the
the
most part.
exposure,
It's always
like
a little bit off.
I'll try it. Maybe $39.95.
$200.
Elias a year, $300 a year.
Yes.
Elias Garcia. I've recently been working on my car-related YouTube channel. I was fortunate to have one company provide me parts for the car build I am documenting. I tried reaching out to others and laid out my video plan of the videos I would do in return for their parts. My videos are averaging about 2,000 views. They immediately looked at my subscribers.
Not bad.
400, and pointed out that I don't have the following and don't want to work with me. With today being such a numbers game, at what point were you reaching out to companies for sponsorship, and were you presenting them a media kit with your numbers? So it's a legitimate question, yes, and they are not wrong for telling you that you have 400 followers, that they're not going to give you stuff for free. They shouldn't. Ask for a discount if it's something that you actually need, and maybe they'll give you a discount. But when you have 400 subscribers and 2,000, and this is just this is how the world turns. If they can't see a reason to give you something, there's a value in that. If you are giving them something of value, they're giving you something of monetary value in return, and then it's mutually beneficial. But they can't. If they give you a $2,000 part or something, that's not going to be good for them.
Yeah.
What I do recommend doing, if you want to get in with car companies or anybody for that matter, make videos about their stuff, and then show them the numbers that you already did this. Maybe we could work together in the future, or maybe they will feature your video on their channel. Because then if they have a larger channel than you, they may share out your tutorial on how to install the rotor trim 9000, and they may say, wow, can we post this on our page? And then you may all of a sudden add more subscribers. So in terms of when did I start reaching out to people, I reached out to people pretty early on, but for whatever reason, I was growing at a fairly quick clip, though not super quick. Like at 10,000 people, I was probably like, holy shit, I'm huge on the YouTube.
Were you like 6 months in, or only like a month in? How long did it
take you? A couple months in, I may have been at, I don't know. I can go back through the
how fast
analytics.
It grew in the beginning.
The first like 2 years of analytics were like this on YouTube, on Google. But it started exploding much quicker. But it was like 900 views, 400 views, less than the guy getting 2,000 views.
I was going to say 2,000 per video is not bad when you have 400 subscribers.
No, that's
great.
not bad there. It's just...
So he must be titling them right.
Before you ask them for stuff, show them value. Make videos about their stuff already, even if you need to go to the store to pick it up to take it back.
Yeah.
Or if you call them and say, hey, can I review this? But if it's a car part, they're not going to give it to you to review to then send back. But that's what you need to do. And there's so many people doing this today that they really need to see who's legitimate and give them, they're going to give somebody with 10,000, not 10, like 100,000 subscribers something before they give somebody with 400 subscribers. But I would take my advice and make videos pertaining to products from companies that you want to work with that already have a large social channel, that don't have a piece of content that you're making, and send it to them, and maybe they'll share it out and they start to get visible.
Yeah.
Yep.
Justin Rivas. Hey, Jarstead.
Jarstead.
Your three-way couple name.
Oh.
Jared,
would it be
Steven,
Jarstad?
and Ted.
Is it OD at the end?
Well, that's true. It should have been TODD at the end. It should have been Jarstad.
Yeah.
I like that.
You screwed up, Justin.
One job.
Throw his question out.
Okay, goodbye. For those of us that didn't get in on YouTube early on, do you think it makes more sense to start pushing all the same videos on Facebook directly as opposed to just YouTube? I'm finding it way easier to get it out there, shared, and viewed on Facebook than YouTube. Although you don't get nearly as much search traffic, it also seeming much more effective to promote and get followers on Facebook than YouTube, where you're spending money. Are you spending money on YouTube? I see that you're still driving people to watch your content on YouTube as opposed to just putting it on Facebook. Curious if the ad revenue is the reason. Thanks, Justin from Regina, Saskatchewan, Canada.
Saskatchewan.
First off, I have 500 and some thousand, 540,000 subscribers?
It's almost there, yeah.
Something like that on YouTube. Why would I not post on YouTube? They're two different games. Now, you also may be thrown off by thinking that you're actually getting people to watch on Facebook when
they're just scrolling
not.
through their feed.
They're scrolling through, and that 3-second view gave you a view, technically. Now, they tell you 10-second views and 30-second views and completion views, but the main reason that you put it on YouTube is because it's the number 2 search engine in the world. Number 1 being Google. And I know that Facebook is up there with searches, but you cannot have your videos searched. So why would I not put them on YouTube and also put them on Facebook and promote YouTube? YouTube is where I still want to promote all day long because it has such a huge reach. There are billions of views a day, probably, or a week, that are being consumed by people who are searching, literally search YouTube like it's Google. And guess what? If they search Google for something like Nikon D500, guess what's going to happen when they search up Nikon D500? You're going to get
Ken Rockwell will
You're
show
going to get
up.
Ken Rockwell somewhere in there. You're going to get Nikon. You're going to get
He's my
DP
favorite.
Review. You're going to
He's
get
the best.
Amazon.
Love him.
And then he's won the search game because he's been doing it since 2006.
2090?
I feel like in the 90s.
No, in the 90s.
I'm
You think
pretty
he
sure
did in
90s.
96?
Yeah,
Maybe he
dude.
started and his website
It's
hasn't been
late
updated
90s.
since. Still the same shitty one. Doesn't matter. It
really
wins.
is.
It wins the search game. It wins the search game.
A text-driven search
You
game.
can't beat it. But when you search Google on the homepage, page number 1 of the search, maybe 5 results queries down, you're going to see videos show up from YouTube. That's why I do it. That's why I've done it since day one. And when Facebook starts doing searches and allows that shit, I'm going to be there as well doing the same thing.
It still blows my mind that Facebook doesn't let you search for video content just yet.
Not yet, but they've been making changes, man.
It's been years, though, since they started video.
A little bit.
You think by now.
Soon enough.
Yeah.
Aubrey Kingston. Hey, Fro. I'm second shooting a wedding soon. Do you think it's a good idea to delete non-keeper images off the back of the camera before handing off the memory cards to the primary shooter? I never do this during my own shoots, but do you think it would be better to deliver only my best images to the main shooter for editing? No. You don't play that game of deleting stuff on your camera.
I wouldn't if they're second shooting.
No, because it's their job to go through and edit it.
Yeah.
If you're going to get a job, you always show your best of the best of the best with honor, sir. That's what editing's for. I just hate the wedding photographers that take the 3,000 pictures and deliver 3,000 pictures and don't call out the shit. You have to call that stuff out. But no, I wouldn't do that. And if you're shooting 2 cards in a camera, if I delete a photo off the back of my camera, which I rarely delete it because you have 1,200 photos you can get, it actually deletes it from one card but not the other.
Oh.
It doesn't do
You can
both.
set
Because
your
you
camera
have to
that
go
way?
back. Well,
Or
no,
that's
you have
just
to
a
go.
Nikon thing.
That's just how the Nikon works.
Yeah,
it
that's
doesn't
nice.
delete it from both. It deletes it from one, not the backup.
That's nice.
Brock Jolet. Jolet.
Sweet name.
Jolet. Jolette. No, I think it's Jolet. Brock Jolet.
Ooh.
More of a Todd / Steven question.
Ooh.
When looking for stock footage,
Todd.
When looking for stock footage, would you rather find something already color corrected that catches your eye or something more flat that gives you all the freedom?
I think we have 2 different opinions on this. I would say flat all day. I'd rather have it so I can really adjust it in post. Todd, I'm sure, on the other hand, probably wants it right in camera.
The stock footage?
Yeah. What do you think? Because you're trying to match your A footage.
It doesn't matter to me. To me, all that matters is what tells the best story to me.
Of course,
whatever. If I have to do color correction, as much as I might hate it, whatever fits the shot for me. So
I think he's asking if you had a choice of the same shot, what would you prefer?
The same shot? I would definitely take it already done because I don't have time for that. Ain't nobody got time for that.
Yeah, I'd rather.
You do love
take
color
the time.
correcting.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, I hate it.
Yeah.
Felicious Photos.
Ooh.
Philip Lang. Hey guys, I have fictional.
Delicious photos?
No, I have a fictional Fronos photo related question, but it's also about sponsoring and independence in general. You seem to get a lot of Canon gear lately, and reviews are a big part of Fronos Photo. Let's assume that Canon keeps sending more and more gear, which makes you guys do more and more reviews. First off, just because people send us gear doesn't mean that we make reviews of it.
Yes.
We have a box sitting right here.
We have boxes of stuff back there that we probably won't review.
I don't even know what this came from. What are these guys
Is this
called?
the Life Cam or something?
This is Perfect.
Oh, Perfect Memory something? Is that what
I think
it is?
it's called Perfect Memory.
Yeah.
They sent me this. This is a prototype. It's something you wear around your neck, and it can either always take video of what you're doing, so it can take a picture every couple seconds,
that
and then
sounds hot.
can do it. Or in their videos, they show somebody getting robbed or something, and then they could have their picture.
Yeah.
So anyway,
Give me that too.
this is so we haven't checked this out. They sent it, and we don't promise anything.
I promise you.
But anyway, let me get back to his question.
Yeah.
You seem to get a lot of gear from lately. Reviews as big as part of Fronos Photo. Let's assume that Canon keeps sending more and more gear, which makes you guys do more and more reviews. First off, if you send us gear, we're not guaranteed. I was doing the same thing all over. That's funny. That's funny. That's funny for days.
No,
That's
really.
called
Hilarious.
comedy.
No, it's only funny to you.
Let's assume that Canon keeps oh shit, I already read that. Makes you guys do more and more reviews. Also, you integrate that gear into your workflow as part of your videos. However, you got somehow dependent on Canon without noticing it. One day Canon says, "We want you to drop Nikon and be Canon guy. Otherwise, we will stop sending you gear, which will be a huge problem for you regard to content creation." No, it's not that big of a deal in gear because I can get gear. Gear is easy to get. Okay,
Borrow
what
lenses,
would you say
lens
and how
rentals?
would you keep up the channel without their gear? Easy. We don't need their gear. Sorry for the long question. Interesting as well. What would Taco Bell Becky do in such a situation? She has a fast food channel and a company wants her to stop being a Taco Bell fan.
What?
I don't know.
Basically, he's saying, what if Taco Bell had a channel and was sponsored by Taco
Stop
Bell?
being Jared and trying to tell me how to do my characters.
Oh.
That's the only reason you read that question.
So the answer is we are not dependent upon them. We do not have a partnership or anything with them in terms of camera gear or the printers that they've been sending. We appreciate it. Now, on the other hand, with the, what are those called? Network cameras, we worked out a deal, an agreement together that I got cameras and they get something in return. So that is kind of like a sponsorship agreement. What is it? What are the terms? What were the terms that we said?
I think it's called a Canon shield.
Working together? I don't know. What was the proper term?
Proper terms, I think
Didn't they
their
just say
legal
they wanted you
department-
to say that you work together?
We're
or
working
something?
together on a project.
Is that what it was?
Yeah, we're working together on a project with Canon network camera people, and that's what we're installing. So that's that. But in terms of Canon giving us gear to use and send back, the printers we get, they're loaners that they probably never get back because they're loaners, they're printers. They probably don't want to spend the money to ship them back because it's very expensive to do so. But when it comes to all the cameras, we've sent every one of those cameras back. When they send lenses, we send all of those back. When Nikon, the cameras we are using right now are 3 Nikon D750s that Nikon sent us that we've had these. Have we had them for a year?
We've had them since the D750s came out.
So we've had these for a while
and we
on
had the
loan.
D610s before that on loan.
And these are going
sent them
back.
back.
These are going to go back when they come out with something new.
Exactly. We sent the D610s back to get the D750s.
Or if Canon decides they want to give us C300s to put in place of these.
Mark IIs.
So we're not beholden to any of them. We appreciate all the gear that we get, and we give reviews on shit that we want to review. If it's something that Canon makes that we don't want to review, we're not going to review it.
Yeah. I mean,
that's
almost
the same thing with
again,
everybody.
like you said, almost everything we review, we send back. The 1DX Mark II, for example, and all the lenses.
Bart Smith, this question is for Todd. If you and your wife ever had an Uncle Buck situation and had to leave for a few days, the choices are Steven, Jared, Noah, or Joe. Who would you choose to call first?
Steven. In a heartbeat.
Thank
Steven.
you.
Because
Yeah.
he has nieces?
Most responsible one right here.
No, he's responsible.
So
Jared is really
what if we
hoping
put
you
your
would choose
mother-in-law's name in there?
Oh, she watches my daughter all the time. So.
All right, so we'll take your mother. So you're saying Steven?
Yeah.
That's easy? You didn't even need to think
No,
about
it's
it?
easy. You're too easily distracted and annoyed by things.
I also have nieces and
You're a
nephews that I
child
take care of a lot, too.
you're a child all by yourself.
I was a camp counselor.
Morgan would be watching him.
I was a cop counselor. I was a camp counselor.
Cock counselor.
I was a camp counselor. I used to chase the little fat kid
Was
with
it Jewish
with
camp?
the ball. Yeah, it was Jewish camp. The pudgy kid.
I thought you weren't a bully.
He still is.
No, I would chase him, but I wouldn't get him out because I wanted him to not be the first out because he was the slow one. But he'd be like, "Ee!" But I would get the so we had an athlete's son there who was really the best athlete there. We would
Was he hot? You thought he was hot?
We would gun for him first, and he'd be like, "You always get me first. That's not fair."
You always take out the best one right
I'm like,
away.
"You need to learn, kid, that it's not always going to be you. So you got to learn to lose," because he was really good.
And who taught you that so far? Nobody.
What are you talking about?
What?
I got beat up by my brother all the time.
Oh, that's not the same.
Jeremy Green, hey, Fro. I just started doing marketing for the dinner theater.
Ooh.
Diner? Dinner.
Is
dinner.
it two N's or one?
It's dinner.
All right.
Dinner theater that I work for. How would you engage with the audience online? We mainly have an older demographic, Todd's age.
really old.
Doesn't actually say that.
Hungry as balls.
Blah, 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 blah. An older demographic, and I'm having a hard time judging what they like to see most. Currently, we have
Porn.
Facebook and our website. I want to start doing more video,
Postcards.
but I have to convince the owners that it's worth it. What would you suggest? Jeremy Belgium from Wisconsin.
Put an ad in National Geographic so we can see it.
Well, one, if you know older people of the demographic, then test stuff on them. Or what I would do is, are you old? Do you like movies? Then try our new seats. They comfort your butt for your hemorrhoids.
Yeah.
And they're cooled. Just come up. I would find people of the age demographic you're looking to get after.
Yeah, older is so relative to how old you are.
Well,
Yep.
yes, older. You know, you could be 20, and older to you means 35.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So you
That's
need
a tough
to
call.
Yeah, but I would find that demographic. Look at what ads are being promoted to them right now that work. And I think that ads probably work on older people on Facebook better than they would work on a younger generation who's
Well, I also think
savvy to them.
most older people are now on Facebook compared to the younger generation anyway.
Music is always a good thing too. Like target like a sound that they like. Like if it's old or like
Kenny G.
1950s, 1970s,
Frank Sinatra.
1980s. I mean, you know, get
Elvis.
music you can use, but
Yeah.
Corey Drake from North Texas.
Whoa!
Drizzake.
Can you simply tell me the steps in order to make my photography business an LLC? Sure. Step 1, pick up the phone. Step 2, call an accountant or lawyer. Step 3, hang up the phone. Step 4, pay them to do their job.
You're done.
That's how you start an LLC.
Or LegalZoom.
Yeah,
No?
I'm not
yeah.
a big.
I don't know.
I'm not a big
I've known
fan.
people that have done
That's
that
probably
before.
the easy.
They have,
way.
but I've also heard horror stories.
Oh, really?
How they screw things up because they're all about turning it out quickly.
Sure.
And they have paralegals that may not even be lawyers that just file the paperwork for you, who
copy
may
that.
make mistakes.
Word.
We are not sponsored by LegalZoom
Not
Yet.
yet. Not yet.
and Alan Dershowitz.
Feel free to call Jeff though.
No, I don't want
then
to
it will
take
be our
LegalZoom.
favorite.
Stephen Taylor from StephenTaylorPhoto.ca. Chatham, Ontario, Canada. Canadian flag emoji. What is the most important thing you can do on a day you shoot a wedding? Wedding girl emoji. Can be anything. One of the most important things to do is to make sure you're rested and fed.
Dug one off.
No, that's what the bridesmaids are for. Or in your case, the groomsmen.
I did not expect you guys to be super quiet there. I thought that was going to be another one you'd find.
We don't
in
hear it until we
editing.
watch the
Yeah.
show.
Well, he doesn't get to hear it because he doesn't edit
I used
it.
to, yeah. Now I don't edit anymore.
Dan gets to hear it. I think the most important things that you can do is be rested and awake and fed.
Be prepared. I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
That's it.
Rested, fed. I like that.
And keep your ISO down.
Have your shot list with you, everything.
And lock that in at 12,800.
And of course, make sure your batteries are charged, the
Oh,
gear
yeah.
is
Batteries.
checked,
Batteries. Yeah.
all of that stuff.
Yep.
And you know where you're going.
Of course.
The
yeah.
worst, the biggest fear is that you try to get somewhere and you can't.
And
That's why I end up at these places 2 hours early.
Yeah, you always
Yeah,
go
I
to
like that.
places
I mean, I
so
like being early too.
I don't like going to places that early, though. I like maybe half an hour beforehand. You love going to places like hours
I will wait
beforehand.
hours because I'd rather be there and waiting than be rushing. Same thing when I go to an airport.
I'd rather be anxious for 10 minutes while I'm driving than sit there for 2 hours.
My wife put the wrong directions from the church to our reception, by the way, because we had cards that we handed out. My wife is worse with it. She's like, yeah, come out of the church parking lot and take a left. It was right. So from there, this was years ago. I mean, this was like
Before
10, 12
GPS.
years ago.
This
so.
before like Google Maps and all
Yeah,
that.
so my dad was livid. Everybody found it, though. Everybody found
You married this woman?
it. And from there on, I was like, if she says left, I go right.
Woody Wolf was upset.
Oh, he was.
Does Woody Wolf get upset that when he looks up Todd Wolf on Google, it shows up the Todd Wolf band and
no,
it's
I
not
think
you?
he's more concerned about himself. Where's Woody Wolf? What's he look like today?
Was he ever like, Todd, when did you start a band? I always see your band everywhere.
No, he knows who I am. I think he remembers me.
Justin Moling. Hi, Fro Steven and the Todd.
The Todd.
Oh, it doesn't say the. I added that because I saw the T and it actually says just
That's how it should
Todd.
be.
Like the Todd.
Question about editing on the road. When you take trips like your Grand Canyon and Las Vegas trips, how much photo and video editing do you do on the road? Do you edit a little bit there and save the rest for home? Thanks for all that you do. Guys?
Depends.
Zippity doo-dah. I mean, all you do is DIT at that point.
Yeah, we're just transferring footage, backing up everything. I mean, we went to that Nikon event in Vegas a couple months ago when the D5 and D500 got released, and we put out. We shot stuff and ran up to the hotel room and edited it right away.
Well, that
Yeah.
right. So
we also did that Seattle event the one time where we were editing footage right away too.
we did.
It was the one random one-off Seattle conference thing we did. Yeah.
Oh, that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
short
God,
form
that was
stuff
horrible.
you could definitely
Short form
turn
stuff,
around.
yeah.
I personally-
long form you gotta
Yeah.
dump it.
But mainly just like you said, backing up and transferring things. Save it for home.
I don't edit photos on the road.
Yeah.
I'll edit one or two maybe to put on social media if that's a thing.
I think it's a lot easier to edit photos versus video too on the road.
It is,
in my
but I
opinion.
want to edit on my 27-inch monitor.
course.
I
Well,
don't
for
want
your eyes, too,
For
yeah.
me, I sit 8 inches from it anyway.
Blind.
So that's Flying Solo. Thank you guys for submitting your questions. Some really good ones there. We'll have to pick one to win for the Wheel of Fro that we're going to be spinning in just a matter of seconds now. Let's go around the wheel. Adorama-Pix, AdoramaPix.com right now. If you use the code FROBOOKNP, all one word uppercase at checkout, and you're buying Adorama-Pix photo books. It's not for the leather Lux or all those. It's the regular ones that I do. I do the 12x9 books, and I do luster, and I don't let them color correct it
I
personally.
make ones better than you.
Yeah, I never let them color
Use
correct anything either.
FROBOOKNP to get 21% off your order.
It's uppercase? One word uppercase?
It doesn't matter. Either way, it should show up.
I just wanna
It
make
should
sure.
show up either way.
Try both if it doesn't.
Try both if it doesn't. All uppercase, just all uppercase. And what's cool is if you buy 6 books, you can get 21% off the entire order.
Oh, nice.
Hey, the Frono's Photo Guide to that's video editing. But if you go to fronosphoto.com/shoot video right now until August 13th at midnight on Saturday, you can get 24% off the Frono's Photo Guide to DSLR video.
Oh my God.
It's a. I think you shot pretty far there, Todd.
That's what
She
she said.
said.
You hit me all the way over here.
That's what she said.
And there go all our female listeners. Again.
Bye, Gloria.
She comments every week. I think Gloria
hey,
is very
Gloria.
happy that she won that camera
I love Gloria.
She was great.
on the Wheel of Fro.
On the camera.
Use the code shoot video to get 24%
All
off.
lowercase, right?
All lowercase, one word. That's $23 extra off the current price. All right. Think Tank Photo. We've got audioblocks.com/go/fro. You hear the photo music that we do each and every week. We've got store.fronosphoto.com where Noah has been hiding, and that's why I haven't seen him in a while. He is over there. Get your t-shirts. Rode microphones, we use those each and every week. These are the Rode Broadcasters. We also use the Podcaster at my desk. And if you need a whole bunch of other microphones, go to Rode Microphones and check them out. Lexar, that is the Lexar Hub. I'm ordering Dan one.
Thunderbolt, right?
Thunderbolt.
HR2.
Thanks, Jared.
With all the extra pluggy McPluggerson things, a 512 module.
He'll be set. He'll be set.
He'll be set.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I wanted to get that for him. But we also use the memory cards in all of the cameras that we have right here.
awesome.
Fro Prize, you win my face. There's Hoya still on the wheel. I don't think Hoya has paid for their sponsorship in 6 months.
No, we just have nothing else to fill the wheel
No,
with.
it's not that we have nothing else. It's just I like the guys at Hoya. Right now, their budget was running low.
Oh, I just thought we just had him on the wheel.
No, we had them
Good
on
guys.
the wheel. We
Yeah.
had them on the wheel because no, they're not being billed. They were done, but because I like them, we
just kept
left
them
it
up.
on the wheel because we
like
like.
you.
I like when Todd says Hoya, honestly, and plus we use their filters, so that is
we
what
do.
it is.
Yeah.
That's not going to apply to all you sponsors. If you think that you can drop out, and I'm going to still talk about you, not going to happen.
Unless you're really nice and we like you.
I don't know.
Then
We like
might.
you because that's really what we care about. Cool people.
It's like the audio
All
blocks
Fro
and video
guides,
blocks,
we'll skip
guys.
that. Squarespace.com/fro. Check out the squarespace.com/fro. Use the code FRO to get 10% off your next, your first purchase. Do that. Videoblocks.com/go/fro. That's where we get all the B-roll. Oh, I forgot to come up with some B-roll for Dan to use. Dan, throw a random B-roll clip over Video Blocks. Something cool. You
Random
decide
clip.
what's. Find me a frog. I want to see a frog. You think they have a clip for a frog?
I hope.
If they don't have a frog, pick a different animal. My bag. Go to store.fronosphoto.com to get my bag at a nice discounted price and get some free stuff with it. Rode microphone again. We got Kessler Crane. KesslerCrane.com
/fro.
Fro10 to get 10% off your Kessler Crane order. Thank you all you guys who went to their website last week.
Oh, yeah.
To check out all that stuff. I think there were like 50 or 60 people that sent in information, links to what they wanted.
Oh, cool.
Which was pretty cool. Then we got Spin Again, and we got a hole.
What's going in the hole?
We got to fill that hole.
That's what she said.
So I actually printed stuff out.
Really? This might be the first time.
What?
I actually printed the stuff out.
Wow.
I mean, the one thing out.
The stuff? Plural?
We've got options.
Uh-oh.
We don't know about this either. Todd.
We've got options here for the wheel.
What is it?
I'm gonna send these to Dan so he can either pop them up, but I'll show you them here. We have we're gonna fill the hole with a new sponsor for a new thing. This is the first option.
Just me. It's me and Steven.
It's Steven with Todd creeping in the background for Canon printers.
You didn't even put it the right way.
Where is that from? What is that picture?
That's from.
It was from when we did your
sardine bar.
Sardine thing.
Oh.
We actually had the 1DX Mark II that was shot with.
okay.
It's when we borrowed it.
Yep. So that's one option. I did do it the right way. Sure. Yes, I did it the right way.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
Because the last time I wrote Epson, it was the
I was
wrong
talking
way.
up and down, like how spin again's.
Oh, no, that's not how I did it. We've got this one.
That's another Canon. Oh, that's me.
Yeah, they're
I think
all
it's just
Canon.
different pictures.
We're
Oh,
deciding what goes in the
alright.
Canon spot.
Oh, okay.
Is it just all of us every time?
We've got this one.
You would.
That's my
That's
favorite.
actually great, though.
Yeah. That's
And
a
then
good one.
the last option to choose from is the Rainbow Canon one. So I want you guys to tell us of the 4, which would you like to see in the comments or on Twitter, on wherever you're at. Let us know which of the 4.
You picked a cool picture for you, and you picked a random
I know.
picture for us.
The
Well,
one-
I liked it because Todd
where
was
Canon's over my face.
Yeah.
I don't-
Todd's like not even in the picture.
Yeah.
This is
on
my
face.
favorite. This is the one I'm voting for.
I mean, I like the one of Jared too.
Oh, who
Although
took that picture, huh?
Although I do
Steven-
like the creeper.
Photo by Steven.
You're welcome.
So I'm going to put this on the wheel. You guys vote. Which one do you like the most of the 4? And we'll maybe put it there, but I
We
still
should just
like me.
rotate it every week.
We could rotate it.
We'll probably forget, so I don't want to say that.
Also, spin.
I can't hear you.
Get it in there, Jared.
Oh yeah, just like that. Is it in? It's so tiny.
Oh, good. Look, it's more about me.
So if it lands on that prize, there is a Canon printer that's not the P4000, the ProGraph 4000 coming to you.
It's the one up, right? The
I
higher
don't know
one?
which printer it is. I don't even know that they think that I know that I'm putting this on the wheel. Actually, they do. They told me that I could.
good.
All right, it's time to spin the wheel, and then we'll pick a name.
Let's do it.
All right, here we go on the... Let's get some music. It's already playing. I've been hearing it the whole time.
I hope it lands on your bag.
It did it for the one that one time.
Oh, yeah.
DJI or I forget which one.
Hi, we'd like to look at your apartment. What is that noise? Around and around it goes. Where it stops, nobody knows. I did it super extreme. Should we not look again? Can we not look again? Don't look. Don't look, Dan. Dan, don't look.
Dan, stop looking.
3, 2, 1. Everybody look. Video blogs! Congratulations go out to... There's one in here that would be good for this. Elias Garcia. He's the one who has 400 subscribers.
Oh, and 2,000 views each
Oh,
video.
2,000
yeah.
views, so that could be a good... He's making videos.
There you go.
That could be good for
That's
him.
perfect. I love that.
Elias Garcia, congratulations.
Good for him.
And thank you to videoblocks.com/go/fro for being the winner, the sponsor of the winner, who's this guy named Garcia of some kind.
Mm-hmm.
Congratulations. Now, let's reset and get the memes going, right?
Let's do it.
Let's do the memes. All right, so now it's time to get to the memes. There looks to be 13 of them submitted
Wow.
to singwheelafro
A lot of them.
at gmail.com.
Yep.
Well, maybe we do it once a month or something.
Yeah, I
don't
mean, I
know.
think that's fine.
But if we have enough, we'll do them each
I mean,
week.
it's whenever they build up.
Yeah. Yeah. Every now and then
We
we'll
got a
have
good
a
amount
week
this
off.
week.
So
Yeah.
the first one is an audio one.
Ooh.
Yep.
So let's...
From Paul Morgan, Jared Rapp music.
Oh, Jared Rapp, that's about me? Boom, 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 fro, boom, fro, boom, fro, boom, fro,
Plug
boom,
time!
fro, boom, fro, boom, fro, boom, fro,
Plug
boom,
time!
fro, boom, fro,
$100
boom,
a minute.
fro, boom, fro, boom,
Plug time!
fro,
Don't
boom,
wanna pay-
fro, boom,
$100 a minute.
All right, we're gonna
That's
stop
pretty
it.
much all it is.
We're gonna stop it.
Is it really long?
It's a dope beat.
Yeah, it was an hour. It was a minute 23.
An hour.
Yeah.
All right, so let's get to the second one.
This one is from Aaron Tremblay called I Poop Raw.
Oh, that's horrible. But why does he have to take his watch off?
Oh, good question. Good question. Maybe he sweats
When he
a lot
wipes.
like Steven.
When he wipes,
Oh,
maybe.
yeah.
He gets it all over his
He doesn't want to take a picture of his asshole.
That's horrible. All
Well,
right,
we asked for people in their shirts.
we did.
We did.
I
You
forgot
did,
about
you did
that.
at certain places.
Next one's
yeah.
from Alexander Volkmer. This is Pokefro.
Oh my god.
Look, a red gargarizer. This dude in front of me smells weird. Don't be fooled, Michael. I am still the most important creative around here. Want to see my
Creature
Porsche?
around here.
But Jared, let me be a Pokemon trainer. By the way, my name's Jeff, you douchebag. That's that.
That's funny.
Next.
Next one is Bill Bradley, also Frokemon.
Hold on, let me make that larger.
Gotta catch them all out of focus. Frokemon. Thanks.
It'd be awesome if it was called.
It says
Out of
Bird
focus.
Jesus
Yeah, I don't know. Why does it say Bird Jesus?
because they probably thought that would be funny.
I don't know about Bird Jesus. There's quite a few Pokemon related. Here
That's
this
funny.
week.
All right, next.
Next one is Brad Jacobson. He's wearing his I Shoot Raw T-shirt called Inappropriate.
Should have worn a
one.
lens coat.
So he shot Raw, and he's out in front of Planned Parenthood. Actually, in our area, apparently.
Oh, 215, yeah.
Oh yeah, 215.
That's funny.
Planned Parenthood. That's funny.
Next one is from Chris Queen. He sent this in after watching your 5-minute portrait about baby photography.
It's not often I shoot newborn photos, but when I do, I shoot raw. That looks good.
I'm glad they've got Jack Daniels to drink. Keep him quiet for a while.
I don't like Jack Daniels. It's too sweet.
No, it's for the babies.
Oh.
Next one's from Deborah DePaulo. This is the Sims Fro Factory expansion
that's
pack.
Funny. That's awesome. What are you wearing? What shirt is that?
That's I shoot raw in
Japanese
80s
edition?
Japanese.
Sim edition?
I don't know, but that looks
I
like
have an
a.
amazing cardigan, I will say, though.
Oh, that's
Thank you very
Todd.
much.
Yeah, look
Thank
at that
you for
gray.
that.
The gray beard guy gets it.
Yeah, I get the idea.
Next.
The light bulb.
The next one's from Elvis Perez. It's called Interrupt.
When you interrupt photo news too many times, you're next, Todd. You have like a
Oh,
photo
look at Noah in the back.
tattoo?
Look at Noah in the back. He already caught it. He already got Noah.
That's great.
That's funny. Oh, I didn't even see Noah in there.
It's a royal run.
That's
Oh,
so funny.
shit.
I wonder where you
Next.
got that picture
Next
from.
one is Marcel Deal, Creeping Todd. Now, we had a lot of these this week. Just looking for some sweet titties.
That's
Trust
good.
me, we had about 5 clips, memes,
same
with the
thing.
same picture of me creeping in there. That was a funny one, though.
That's good. Is there more?
It's Peter Bumbarger.
Bumbarger.
I paint
Barger.
raw.
Yeah, that's me.
Bob Ross.
All right,
Next
next.
one's Sylvestris Luis. Todd making it rain.
Nice hair.
I make it rain, bitches.
Yeah, that's old haircut.
Tobias Minge, this is the buy one, get one free.
Excellent special
Good.
right there.
And another.
And the last one is a gift from Walt Duran called Pokefro.
Oh, that's good.
Oh, wow. That's gotcha, fro.
And there you have the memes of the week.
That's awesome.
I haven't laughed like that in a while, so we're gonna have. I have to go with Elvis Perez on that.
Oh yeah, that one was awesome.
That's
that
funny.
Ever since we saw the Noah one in the background,
Yeah, that's
that
a
really
good one.
made it.
I like that, and I like the sweet titties.
I also like The Sims.
Don't we all?
Yeah, I like The Sims.
Oh, and I think that
Yeah,
should have
Sims
worn.
is really good too in terms of creativity.
You got to give guy creativity for should have worn a lens coat in front of Planned Parenthood.
I mean, all these are really good this week again. I think we do Elvis Perez as the grand prize winner.
Sure. Well, I think they all get.
Oh, they're all
think
going to be
they
the
all
same.
get
because
guides.
they're all
it's
getting
fine, so-
guides.
Whoopsie.
So, guide for Elvis Perez.
And those are all the memes of the week. You can send your memes to where?
Your
Sing
weems?
Wheel of Fro at gmail.com. What'd
I
you
didn't say
He
weens.
said your weems.
I meant memes, Todd.
You can send your weems.
You're not funny.
Oh man, long show.
Not really.
Yeah, it's
same
true.
amount. It's just we're filming differently.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Much later.
long day, I should say.
So that's pretty much it, guys. We want to see your hashy tags, all the ones that I was asking for. Hashtag send us your ween.
Please don't.
No, don't.
Actually, Todd opens that email up. So
Yeah.
Somebody
send-
actually Snapchatted their dick once.
Well, now put it on Instagram.
What I said was, I said
My bad.
I took a picture of a Betty a pizza
Yeah.
and said, "What are you eating tonight?" And so I kind of said to the guy, I said
they're
to
being
John,
truthful.
I said to John there, I said, "I guarantee you somebody takes a picture of a dick and sends it." And I showed it to him because somebody sent a picture of a dick and
my
sent
well,
it.
I was quick to send it, so.
So that was that. So that's another episode number 193. You can get all the photo news stories and more at fronosPhoto.com/193. If you've noticed, they've been coming out around
/RAWtalk -193.
RAWtalk -193.
Yep.
If you've noticed that for the last couple of weeks, about 8 o'clock on a Sunday evening, the videos and audios have been going live. We're doing that because a lot of you guys want to watch TV and Games of Thrones is over, and you're done watching Stranger Things, and you're done with all of the other stuff, and you need something to watch.
Silicon Valley.
So you need the Fro Show.
Yeah.
I Shoot Raw Show.
Yeah.
RAWtalky Show.
Jarrod.
Yeah.
Jarrod.
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 What?
Yeah.
Please put RAWtalk up 8 o'clock.
Leave me alone.
Jarrod.
What? So that's that, guys. Thank you guys very much for watching. Don't forget about the Hashy McTags. And that is all. Jared Polin, FroKnowsPhoto.com. See ya. Boom. 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 Fro. Boom. Fro. Boom. Fro. Boom. Fro.
Plug time.
Boom. Fro. Boom. Fro. Boom. Fro.
Plug
Boom.
time.
Fro. Boom. Fro.
$100 a minute.
Fro. Boom. Fro. Boom.
Plug time.
Fro. Don't want to pay Fro.
$100 a minute.
Fro.